this one really shocked me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, and let's get right into the video. I made a video on my blind eye. If you did not know and you're new, I have a blind eye, one, and I went into depth in my last video. I'll link it down below. But I have had an insane amount of people reach out to me. A lot of people who reached out to me were either having difficulties with living with the condition or other eye conditions. A lot of you had questions, you had reactions. Literally the feedback on that video was insane, and I just want to give you guys a bit of a different video than the last one, kind of dive deeper into the mental health aspect of having a blind eye or a partially blind eye or whatever condition you may have. So yeah. So basically, I was born with an eye that wasn't like functioning. From the time I was born, my parents kind of noticed something was up. I was always tilting my head, so you'd catch me a lot, like when I was watching TV on the couch, I'd be like this instead of just standing straight. They went to go see an eye doctor. The eye doctor explained to them that they had to give me glasses. I have one eye that it's a condition, but the other eye I can't see out of. So the glasses are more for protection than it is anything else, but yeah. So I've been wearing glasses since I was very young, like months old, not even a year old, I don't think. And when I was about, I think it was 4 years old or so, I had a surgery for my blind eye. Now, a lot of questions were, what was the surgery for? Was it supposed to correct your vision? Yes, it was supposed to correct my vision, but they didn't know for sure. So when we went into the surgery, it was mostly to correct my eye so that it would move at the same time as my other eye, so that it didn't travel. You know, they didn't want me to end up with a lazy eye. So that's what happened. Once the surgery was over and time passed, my parents realized that the surgery had not accomplished what it had wanted to, and I ended up going with other methods of trying to correct my blindness, to try, because I was such a young age, they wanted me to really try and force it. The problem was it wasn't working. I just could not see out of it. I went through having a patch, so I had one patch on one eye, and that did not work out very well. I went more into detail about that in my other video, but yeah, so there was a lot of steps to it. I still wear glasses because I do have a condition in my other eye, but yeah. Now, a lot of people were asking, how do you live day to day? Do you have struggles with your day-to-day life? I did touch on this in the last video, but I didn't really go into detail about my mental health in regards to my eye. Now, because I was born with this, because I don't really remember, like I don't have any recollection of seeing out of both, it does not bother me. It doesn't affect me. And the reason I say that is because it's kind of like when you're born with, I don't know, if you're born without hearing, or if you're born without a limb or something. You are used to that, and you kind of you don't train yourself, but you kind of figure things out as you go along, just like anybody else. It doesn't really make a difference. And so no, it doesn't affect me at all. I will touch on one thing. I did used to get teased a lot. Now, I used to get teased a lot, especially in elementary school, because no one really understood. When they saw me with the patch, it was, look at that weird blind girl. What is she doing with a patch? She looks like a pirate. Just like kid stuff. It doesn't bother me. I just got used to it, and I didn't really care at the time. I was in elementary school doing my thing, didn't really bother me or affect me. But I definitely had a couple instances when I was growing up where I got laughed at or bullied for it, but not to the extent that some of you have told me in your messages to me. And for the people out there who are getting bullied, whether you're blind in one eye or whether it's anything else, seriously, I will tell you, I am 20 years old, turning 21, and I will tell you one thing. The people who make fun of you, who bully you, the reason they do that is because they are so self-conscious and they are so upset with themselves that they want to project that on you. And that is really, really accurate. It's true. It's found to be accurate. Every single time that someone has tried to judge me or be negative towards me, they are extremely jealous, whether it's jealous of your happiness, jealous of your career, jealous of your features. Like, it could be anything. People will judge you for anything. So just keep that in mind. The other thing I want to touch on. Now, this one's a little bit harder for me to talk about. I won't be mentioning any names. I won't be mentioning no messages, no screenshots, nothing. This is just to make you guys aware that this actually happens and that people are struggling, and you have to be a lot more respectful and nicer to people who are going through things. This one really shocked me. There have been instances where people have bullied people who have gone blind, saying that it's fake, it's not real. Let me tell you something. When you're blind and you get told it's fake or it's not real, do you know how disrespectful that is? Like, that actually pisses me off to my core. How would you know if that person can see or not? What gives you the right to step in and say, no, you're wrong, you can see? If someone tells you, I'm blind in one eye, or I'm blind in both eyes, or whatever it is, take their word on it, because 90% of the time, they're not lying, and that's just really, really harsh and rude and not cool at all. So, putting that out there. Now, for those of you who have just started dealing with this problem, I know it's difficult. I've gotten a lot of messages, a lot of different conversations have happened with numerous people. Once again, not naming names, but there have been instances where people have reached out and said, they really didn't think there was hope for their life, being bullied, they don't feel like they should live anymore. People have become suicidal about their blindness. Now, it's it's a really touchy subject for me. It's a very hard subject for me to talk about for personal reasons that I will most likely get into in another video sometime in the future. Not right now, I'm not ready yet to talk about it, but that to push someone to the extent where they don't feel like they want to live anymore, or to push yourselves to that extent is really, really not good. I will leave all the helplines that you can reach if you are suicidal, if you are struggling with this, because it is very serious. I don't want anyone who watches my videos or who has subscribed to me or who loves me to go through any of that pain. Talking to someone is always the best way to go. You can get so much help that you don't even realize you can get. And I just want to give you guys some support. You know, I've had a lot of comments saying, are you able to do everything a normal person can do, because I can't? Or I've been struggling to figure things out or to do certain things because I don't feel like I can. A lot of you have said those exact words. I don't think I can because I have a blind eye or because I have blindness. You will get there. That's what I'm going to say. Take in, I have been living with this for my whole life. So I have gotten used to it. I have made my own ways to get around things. I have been able to do every single little thing that a normal person has done. There has been not one thing that I have not been able to do due to my eyesight. And I swear by that. I am able to do every single thing that I can with one blind eye. Obviously, this is different if you have two blind eyes. If you're completely blind, I can't really touch on that or speak on that because I don't live with that. But if you do follow Molly Burke, I will be putting her link down below because she has some amazing videos for you guys if you guys are interested. She is blind and she goes about her journey. She talks about blindness, ways to cope, everything related to that. I will link that below because obviously if you did click on this channel, you're probably curious about blindness. So literally I'm saying I have not had to stop myself or not go through with something or whatever it is. I've been able to do everything a normal person has. My parents are wonderful because they seriously made it seem like, well, I am normal, but you know, they were brave enough, they were strong enough to keep their heads up and give me a life without making me feel like I was different or making me feel like I couldn't do certain things. I figure skated, I danced, I sing. I have done so many things. I've done musicals, I've done plays. I have gone to so many places, I've traveled. I have done a lot. Gone through school. So don't beat yourself up when it comes to blindness because it only gets better. You will start to realize, oh, I can do it this way. Especially if you're new to it, you know, you'll figure out, okay, it's getting easier. I'm starting to get the hang of it. You know, you mentally become more aware of what you're doing, and it's just so hard to describe because I have lived with it for so long and I've grown into it. But guys, I promise you, you will get so used to it. This will not affect your life. You will be fine. If anything, having a blind eye makes you 100 times cooler, in my opinion. Having a blind eye doesn't make you any less of a person. We're all beautiful. Don't make fun of people who do have it. Why are people even doing that? For 2019, hello. But yeah. And I did touch in the last video that I didn't get my driver's license. I still haven't, but that has nothing to do with my eyesight. I want to make that very, very clear. A lot of you have asked me that because you are just starting the process of wanting to get your license, and you can. You absolutely can. You can get a note from your eye doctor to explain your eye condition. You can go to your driver's ed, driving instructor, whatever it is, and they will tell you, yes, you can, and it's good to have that paperwork just so that they are aware that you have to wear glasses and things like that. It's just a good thing to know. It's a good thing for the driving instructor to know. And if anything, I did go to some classes for drivers, and if anything, they try to teach you the ways to get around your blind eyes. So, you know, the turns and stuff, they show you, okay, do it this way instead of this way. Normally, people would do it this way, but this will be much easier for you. And so you learn at the same time a different method. So don't worry about your drivers. Don't worry about anything that you want to accomplish in life. You can do it all. It does not make a difference. I promise you. Okay? Thank you so much for the support I received in the last video. Thank you so much if you're watching this video right now. It means so much to me to be able to share things like this, to be able to support you guys, to be able to talk to you guys about it. I love hearing what you guys have to say, whether it's positive or negative. It really makes a difference, and I'm really happy I can shed light on the subject because it's really important. So people, stop bullying. Other people, stop thinking of suicide, please. Get some help. It does wonders, believe me. And that about wraps it up for the video. If you guys want more about my journey with one blind eye, let me know in the comments below. I'll be responding to all of you. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! And just to let you guys know, my single Honey does come out on the 1st of April, on April Fools. So I hope you guys check that out. It'll be available on Spotify, iTunes, etc. So go check that out because I worked really, really hard on it, and I think you guys are going to love it. It's all about self-love, that song. So, bye.